When Korah did calculate the alms due on his wealth, he was shocked at the large amount he had to part with. He not only refused to give alms, but spread a rumor that Moses had invented the law of zakat for his own gain. He even bribed the people to oppose Moses and to spread wicked rumors about him. Allah warned Moses of Korah's plot. Moses appealed to Allah to punish him for his stinginess and for defying his laws. Allah's anger fell on Korah. The earth opened up and swallowed him, his mansion and all his wealth, as if he had never existed. Korah, his actions and destruction. Almighty Allah revealed, verily, Korah was of Moses' people, but he behaved arrogantly towards them. And we gave him of the treasures, that of which the keys would have been a burden to a body of strong men. When his people said to him, "Do not be glad with ungratefulness to Allah's favours. Verily, Allah likes not those who are glad with wealth, which Allah has bestowed on you, the home of the hereafter, and forget nor your portion of legal enjoyment in this world, and do good as Allah has been good to you, and seek not mischief in the land. Verily, Allah likes not the mufsideen, those who commit great crimes and sins, oppressors, tyrants, and mischief makers, corrupts." He said, "This has been given to me only because of knowledge I possess." Did he not know that Allah had destroyed before him generations, men who were stronger than him in might and greater in the amount of riches they had collected, but the more criminals, disbelievers, polytheists, sinners will not be questioned of their sins, because Allah knows them well, so they will be punished without account. So he went forth before his people in his pomp. Those who were desirous of the life of the world said, "Ah, would that we had the like of what Korah has been given. Verily, he is the owner of a great fortune." But those who had been given religious knowledge said, "Woe to you, the reward of Allah in the hereafter is better for those who believe and do righteous good deeds, and this none shall attain except those who are patient in following the truth." So we caused the earth to swallow him and his dwelling place. And then he had no group or party to help him against Allah, nor was he one of those who could save themselves, and those who had desired for a position like his position. The day before began to say, "Know you not that it is Allah who enlarges the provision or restricts it to whomsoever he please of his slaves? Had it not been that Allah was gracious to us, he could have caused the earth to swallow us up. Also, know you not that the disbelievers will never be successful." The Pharaoh's relative defends Moses. When the Egyptians and children of Israel examined the miracle, the conflict between Moses and Pharaoh again reached a crisis because Pharaoh believed that Moses was threatening his kingdom. Pharaoh was afraid that the people would be misled by Moses. He suggested to his ministers and notable men that Moses be killed. We believe that Haman supported the idea along with a front of disbelievers. It was on the verge of approval except for the vote of one of the notable men of the state, whose name is not mentioned in the Quran. The Quran says only that this man was a believer. This believer spoke in the assembly where the idea of killing Moses had been introduced. He proved that it was not a good idea. Moses did not say more than that Allah is his Lord. Later he came with clear evidence that he is a messenger. There are two possibilities. Either Moses is religious or a liar. If he lies, he will be responsible for his lie. If he is righteous and what we slay him, where is the guarantee that we will be rescued from the torment of Allah? Either way, he neither says nor does anything that merits our killing him. This angered Pharaoh and his counselors, and they threatened to harm the man, but he refused to budge from his stance. Then they tried to woo him back, but he still warned them that they were inviting their doom. This angered Pharaoh more, and he now threatened to kill the man. However, Allah protected his believer. The Pharaoh's relative defends Moses. Almighty Allah revealed their dialogue. Pharaoh said, "Leave me to kill Moses, and let him call his Lord to stop me from killing him. I fear that he may change your religion, or that he may cause mischief to appear in the land." Moses said, "Verily, I seek refuge in my Lord and your Lord from every arrogant who believes not in the day of reckoning." And a believing man of Pharaoh's family, who hid his faith, said, "Would you kill a man because he says, 'My Lord is Allah,' and he has come to you with clear signs proofs from your Lord? And if he is a liar, upon him will be the sin of his lie. But if he is telling the truth, then some of that calamity wherewith he threatens you with befall on you. Verily, Allah guides not one who is a musrif, a polytheist, or a murderer, who shed blood without a right, or those who commit great sins, oppressor, transgressor, a liar. O my people, yours is the kingdom. This day you are uppermost in the land. But who will save us from the torment of Allah? Should it befall us," Pharaoh said, I show you only that which I see correct, and I guide you only to the path of right policy." And he who believed said, "O my people, verily I fear for you a fate like that day of disaster of the confederate of old, like the fate of the people of Noah and Ad and Thamud, and those who came after them. And Allah willed no injustice for his slaves. And O my people, verily I fear for you the day when there will be mutual calling between the people of hell and of paradise, a day when you will turn your backs and flee, having no protector from Allah, and whomsoever Allah sends astray. For him there is no guide, and indeed Joseph did come to you in times gone. Did come to you in times gone by, with clear signs but you ceased not to doubt in that which he did bring to you, till when he died you said, no messenger will Allah send after him. And thus Allah leaves astray him who is a musrif, a polytheist, oppressor, a criminal, sinner who commits great sins, and a murtab, one who doubts Allah's warning and his wonders. Those who dispute about the ayat, proofs, evidences, verses, lessons, revelations, and signs of Allah without any authority that has come to them. It is greatly hateful in the sight of Allah and in the sight of those who believe. Thus does Allah seal up the heart of every arrogant tyrant, so they cannot guide themselves to the right path. And Pharaoh said, O Haman, build me a tower that I may arrive at the ways of the heavens, and I may look upon the Illah, God of Moses. But verily I think him to be a liar. Thus it was made fair seeming in Pharaoh's eyes the evil of his deeds, and he was indeed hindered.